Tim.
Leroy, what's going on,
How's
man?
it going,
we
dude?
meet again.
That's right.
Going good, man. How's
Good.
everything?
Doing good, doing good. Glad I get to meet you out here in your element anyway.
Yes, sir.
So I wanted to just have you talk a little bit about yourself and see what you do.
Okay.
Who are you? What's your company?
So my name is Tim. I go by Hotshot Macc on social media. Our company is Macc Transport and Logistics. I started out in the industry, leased onto a company, did not have our own authority at the time, and pretty much took my time to learn and get more knowledge on the industry while being leased on before getting out here on our own.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a little bit, very tip of the ice of how I started.
So tell me a little bit about how you got started, Tim. I know this isn't your first trailer, obviously, so what happened?
So it is not, man. Again, I started off non-CDL. I started off with a 2500, the smallest truck you can, get and start in this hotshot lane. Yeah. And I started out with a 32-foot PJ trailer at the time.
Nice.
Not the longest trailer, but made it work.
Yeah.
Even with the restrictions that I had as far as doing my tarping, not complaining about tarping, and just maximizing in any way we can. So I did that for about I would say 8 to 9 months, and then I decided to transition into getting my CDL. And then from there I got another trailer, a 40-foot trailer with duals, and that was a CDL setup, and I did that for about a couple of months, and then it brought us over to this setup that we have now. Yeah. I got that next trailer, which was a CDL setup, and just starting out from the non-CDL, I started to realize how having these different specs or different things on the trailer, how I was able to do more, and just always trying to level up and grow, because of course the end goal is to do more, do better, more revenue, in the lane that we're in, and also keeping in mind of what's happening in the market, as far as the lane that we're in, and how can we stay afloat, how can we maximize at all times. And so that's where we're at now with the setup we do have now, and we'll talk about that. And I'll kind of explain why I chose the certain things that I have on the trailer that we have now.
Well, let's talk about it. Tell me about the new trailer.
So the new trailer, man, I love the new trailer, first of all, and all the things I'm able to do with the trailer. First of all, the deck over the neck. A lot of people say, hey, don't really see a lot of people using it, but I've been able to throw some freight up there quite a few times and been able to maximize on my deck space. Even though we're 44 feet long, I'm now using another 8 feet. So that's right. I do love that as well. Of course, we added a winch, and these days we know that a winch is going to help you out if you're in an area where freight isn't so great, and a vehicle needs to be winched on, I can pull out the winch and get a little bit more money just for having that equipment.
There you go.
We got the Blackwood Pro on the outer deck, which is nice.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, which is nice for the traction, when putting certain things on the deck. Things moving around, shifting, it definitely helps with that.
Blackwood is something that I actually get a lot of questions on. A lot of customers are skeptical about it. They're not sure if it peels easy or anything like that. Give me your personal experience. Do you like Blackwood?
I like it. You're only gonna really see something happen if you have a unexperienced forklift driver and they're digging their forks. Yeah. But that's gonna happen on here, or it's gonna happen on the bare wood. So. I like it, man, and I love how it looks. I mean, it gives it
that's a given, right?
Nice look, for sure.
I like it. Cool.
Besides that, I used to always have the angle board dunnage rack. This dunnage rack is, it does, I went away a long time ago from having my dunnage on the deck because I want to maximize all the space, of course. Yeah. But this here, I can have more dunnage because of the space on my deck, and it just looks good, man. It's another thing that keeps me organized. It's efficient. I have good access to it. It works out perfectly on the dunnage.
It does what it needs to. I like it. Good.
Pretty much, I've worked my way up on the axles. I've had 7K axles, skipped the 8, went to 10K axles. Now we're on 12K axles. Yeah. And of course, that's going to help with the weight we can put on the trailer, weight distribution, and just stronger equipment. So now we've got 12K axles with electric over hydraulic braking system, which has been a no-brainer. It's been a breeze just having that. The electric brakes, they're not too bad, but I hear a lot more things happen with them. So if you do go with that electric over hydraulic, go that route.
What I love about your brakes is that maintenance cost is so much less than electric brakes. On top of that, if you have a seal that starts leaking, you're not putting oil directly on your brakes at this point anymore.
Yeah.
It's so much simpler to fix these things. So
yeah.
I'm glad you got it, man.
Yeah, man. Air ride, you know, we did add air ride to this, so I kind of went all out in this trailer.
You did,
you know,
you did, you got them all.
Because we were definitely trying to maximize, again, in any way that we can. So we do have the air ride, so we're able to get loads that other trailers just cannot get because they don't have the air ride. A lot of military loads require air ride. We ran a few, so we've done that to the trailer. And I want to say the last thing we do have on here is the hydraulic dovetail.
That's right.
Which has helped out. Man, yesterday, if I didn't have that dovetail, I would have had to leave a load and say, you know what, I can't take it. So with having the air ride and that dovetail in combination, I'm able to get lower clearance. I can dump my bags,
yeah,
and then I can have that dovetail, 10-foot dovetail, and then get much better clearance to bring up low clearance vehicles and things of that nature to be able to not leave something behind. So,
and it's adjustable on the fly as you're loading. If you need some extra clearance,
yep,
you can pick up that tail. So
yeah,
I know it's been a huge help.
Yeah, so I mean, all in all, man, the trailer has been a huge benefit to our operation, and as far as how we're able to move. You know, I haven't been out on the road as much because I've been able to do things a little bit more regional. Yeah. I can take more, I can do more, so it's definitely been a plus.
I like it,
you know, for us with what we do.
Well, for me, it was one of my favorite things to do. I love doing custom orders. When a guy starts knowing exactly what kind of a setup is going to benefit you the most, that's when we can come in and build it according to what's going to make you the most money.
Yeah.
In the end.
And I tell y'all, that's one thing that they do very well at Happy Trailers, man. You know,
they
do it very well. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna say too much, but it speaks for itself, man.
There you
go. It speaks
go.
for itself. So
tell us what you need, and we'll build it. I appreciate that.
And
man.
they do it to your needs, not to. And I'm saying this off of, you know, the strength of the reviews that we see with Happy Trailers,
yeah,
the realness and the authenticity, where they're gonna look at your needs and build to what you need, not just necessarily to get you a product. So
there you go.
That's huge for the community.
Thank you.
Most stuff.
So obviously I know you're on the road with the trailer a lot, but I've noticed too, you're doing a whole lot more than just hot shotting. You're doing a lot for the hot shot community too. Tell me a little bit about that.
So we're doing quite a few things, and we like the aspect of giving back. Initially, you know, our passion, myself and my wife, everything that we do, we have to have some type of purpose. We enjoy giving back in some type of way. That's kind of our reward.
Yeah.
So, and we also know that just, you know, having all your eggs in one basket sometimes is not really the way, you know, we like to do things. So we do a few things as far as, for one, we specialize in oversized loads as far as what we do with our trucking, cool, whether we're regional, over the road. But now we're getting more into providing services, you know, for the community, whether it's branding, whether it's dispatching, whether it's services, compliance, and things of that nature. We're getting into a lot of courses, cargo securement classes, networking events, dispatching training, just so that people have access and somewhere to go to for the things that they may lack. And we've noticed that that's very big in the community where people don't really have a lot of places to go. They can go to social media, but stuff on social media, it's hard that you have to take things with a grain of rice. Is that the saying?
A grain of salt?
A grain of salt, there you go. I feel like, and it's my perspective is, you take things a little bit more seriously when you pay for it. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And I feel like education is key in anything that you do. So we are definitely just doing things like that to expand and to provide these different things to the community that people are looking for and needing, you know, to maximize.
From what I can see, you've had to learn so many things the hard way,
yes,
and you want to have other people have easier access to this,
right,
to not have to make the same costly mistakes, I'm sure.
Definitely. And that's where a lot of the YouTube and social media come in. The reason why I started that is just to share my experience, and let people learn from my mistakes and avoid certain things, you know, in their future endeavors if it's going to be in this lane. So a lot of free information, man, on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's there. But we also, like I said, we offer things. If you want to get into depth of certain things, we have services that we provide for that. And another big thing is, you know, partnerships, connecting with people, networking is gonna, you know, networking. Your network is your net worth. you know, partnering with people like Happy Trailer.
Man, that's super awesome that you're doing these classes. I appreciate that we're even able to host some of these securement classes with you guys.
Definitely.
It's been a lot of fun. If anybody is looking into getting more information that you guys have to offer, what have you got?
Well, for one, social media. You know, we're in social media, Instagram, Hotshot Macc and Mrs. Hotshot Macc. We have links in our bios. Our main go-to is our website, www.mactransportandlogistics.com, and you can find a ton of resources, a ton of events, just a lot of things that will help a lot of people in this industry. So yeah,
awesome.
Check us out there, guys.
There we go. Well, Tim, I appreciate you letting us help you in your business, and I hope that we can continue to grow the Hotshot community together.
Yeah, man. Sounds good.
Sweet. Tim, you the man.
All right, man. Appreciate it.